Okay, so this is 1 minute. I'm going to put in the parameters. Oh, I'm going to put it on the screen too. So we have the OPTOLONGHA7 7nm filter. DS16m. About f 10" at about f3. Okay. I mean, I would not have considered observing during a moon like this in the past when I was purely visual. It just would have been a waste. Let me do something crazy. Let's go. I know my dark's not going to match. But let me try 90 seconds. Yeah, the dark's not going to match. The dark was only for 45 seconds. I don't have a 90-second dark. Yeah, I'm really liking the camera also. You know, and it's a nice dark night. The color's great for nights like this. The mono's perfect. 2.3 plus is a good all-around camera. I noticed Doug was having some issues with his broadcast. He's been having a lot of dropouts lately. We were trying to figure out what was going on. He's using a Wi-Fi connection to his telescope, and computer. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. I'm hardwired, although my cat cable from the road to the house is about 300 feet, and from the house to the observatory is another 225 feet. So I have almost 525 feet of cat cable from the main feed to me. Okay, we're almost ready for a 90-second exposure. Let's see what happens. Well, it's better. Back when I built the observatory about 3 years ago, I did a direct buried. It was a direct buried Cat 6 cable, and I basically just broke the ground and buried it. But then after about a year, the cable went bad. So the second time around, I bought some 1.5-inch conduit. I bought two of the 225-foot direct buried Cat 6 cables and buried them in a conduit using a ditch witch. So, and I pulled an extra pull wire in just in case. So I have one in use, one spare, and then a pull wire. And right now we're 31 degrees up in the southwest. Yeah, we're not very high up. I'm going to move over to the eagle. Let's see what the eagle looks like with this longer exposure. I'm going to right click on the eagle.
Telescope slewing to target.
Well, I had direct buried it. It was supposedly a foam-filled, direct buried gel
Telescope
cable.
slew complete.
And all of a sudden I started having dropouts and issues, and I had a spare cable that I ran over the ground from the router to the observatory, and it worked fine. So I knew the cable had gone bad. Uh, so I basically ordered 2 new cables, ordered the ditch witch, ordered all the conduit, and buried it the right way. Had my neighbor, I paid his son to help drive the ditch witch, and within a matter of an hour, we had buried it all. I moved over to the Eagle Nebula. The scope is centered on the Eagle, and we'll see what happens in 60 seconds. Yeah, the swan doesn't look bad. I like that Optolong filter. You got an 1.25 inch, or you got the 2 inch? Okay. Yeah, the price. I mean, I paid almost as much for the Optolong 2 inch as I paid for the Orion 1.25. Okay, 1 minute and 15 seconds. 15 seconds to go. And we'll see what happens with the Eagle. Not too much amp flow. 5 seconds. There it is. That's much nicer view of the Eagle uh, with the filter. Much nicer. Okay. Yeah, the Eagle really came out better with the filter. Really did. So there I'm at 100% zoom. Let's see if I can darken it any. I could raise the black about to 10. Yeah, raise the black to 10 and maybe raise the gamma to 1. Okay, so that should darken it up. I still have to download some of the images doing that I did last night with the Hyperstar in this camera. Uh, the heart, the soul, some of the other stuff. Okay, 5 seconds. Yeah. Well, I was busy today playing with those AGM images of the sun from the day before. Those really, I mean, that really came out nice. Oh, look at it. Oh, that is nice. That is really nice looking. So you can see all those little dark globules floating around. Mm, mm, mm. Should I have done a horizontal flip or a vertical flip? I did a horizontal. So let me see if the Eagle is now going to be flying upright. 20 seconds. Oh, I wanted to ask, when this flips, tell me how long it takes to see the flipped image. I'll let you know when it flips. 3, 2, flip. 4 seconds. See, Doug was saying he was getting 20 to 30 seconds of delay. And I've never had delays of that extent. That was getting him frustrated because he didn't know if he was still live, if he had been disconnected, if, you know, what was going on. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I should have done a vertical flip. So I did a vertical flip and I reset the horizontal. So hopefully the eagle will be flying to the left and to the right, I mean, and upright. He said he got disconnected about 6 times last night, which really was frustrating. And I can understand that. I told him and Rock, I said, I broadcast for 3 hours last night. It didn't disconnect once. Okay, get ready for, I'll let you know when it flips. 3, 2, 1, flip. 2 seconds. Okay. So flip that way. That is very nice. And the mount seems to be tracking very well. I got 90 seconds, no guiding. There's something to be said for the astrophysics mount. You have anything else you want? What time is it? It's 9:15. Anything else you'd like me to try tonight while I'm experimenting doing with the filter? Knowing that I have about, no, I'm not guiding. This is just the natural tracking of the astrophysics mount. I mean, I've had my share of different types of mounts over the years, and finally, when I decided to build this, I mean, I had a CGE Pro in here, and it was a nice mount, but I was way overloaded with the mount, and they had a spring-loaded worm gear, so that if it was slightly out of balance, the worm would skip in right ascension, which was no good. I ended up selling the mount to a customer in Fort Worth, and that's when I got the AP. Have not regretted it in the least.